There we go. All right. Oh, oh, world loading up. Hold on a minute here. Ooh, still needs to load up here. Oh, the frames, the frames. All right. So yeah, last week, pretty much the major thing that I did was having to get the stuff set up in the end to get mob drops from them, but also most importantly, to get some iridium ore. And to think of it, we should go about having to process some of that. Now, if I wanted to, I could go about having to like do a thing where I can try to increase the amount of it. I guess like through this. Because I don't know if there's like any other easy way of having to... Well, I don't know about the chemistry stuff. I guess like anything having to get to probably like more yield out of it from a slow source. I think that would be quite preferable. So yeah, I would have to look into the time initiator, but let's still get a jump start on what we have here. Yeah, so other than that, here we'll do this. Oh, game? Ah. You know, it's not freaking, you know, modded Minecraft if it has like some sort of initial hiccups going on. All right, so with that, let me go ahead and show you like just how quick we're going to get ourselves to ME interfaces. And if those that are not familiar, very familiar with modded Minecraft, it's going to be our little gateway drug to automation in its purest way. Of course, we need to start with having to create. I almost want to say like, well, from the looks of things, I'll probably just want to make like 2 full stacks of it almost. Like, why the heck not? Let me just, you know, process the whole thing here. All right, so we have osmium. We already do have some of this one, but I want to get a full stack. So we want to convert all of that into those new chips. Nice. Now I have for the thing here as prep, I do have the methodology press set up, and we can go from there. I also have, and also finally having to make this like all automated for this thing. Well, proper now, because now we're going to be getting ourselves ME interfaces. All right, so aside from that, today, got hit with another wave of Mother Nature, because like it doesn't want to stop, kind of thing. But I'm paranoid right now. I'm going to check the radar again right now. Because I want to make sure like there's not going to be like another sort of like, uh-oh, tornado thingy. Okay, radar's looking good. Yeah, after what happened like a few days ago. Automation to achieve self-sufficiency. Damn right. Close. Now, do we have enough silicone stuff in here? Yep, more than enough. So I just dump it in here, and it should start go over to here. Wait, what the hell? Oh, just need to take that out. That went in there before I applied the filter on that one. And it starts applying it to here. So what's needed? Just one? All right. Grab this and ooh. Okay, I wasn't expecting getting the trophy from this. I was hoping it would be from the ME interface. All right, but nonetheless, place this down. About over a month later from the last one. Especially when I've been doing it almost like once a week at this point, and also took like a 2-week break at some point. Because automation is cool. Just like poor literacy. Such as the ways of internet language, you know, leet. Alright. Dump it in here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's finally create the damn thing! Finally! Oh yeah, baby. Now, of course, we need to get ourselves all the other components, such as the molecular assemblers, crafting units, blank patterns, the interface terminals. What's TOS? I don't know. Do you want to attempt it? Please don't. Fingers right on the button. You better watch out. You better not cry. Because, like, if your first chat thing is saying, what's TOS, then it's like, you better not. I may be laughing, but don't do it. Cry hands. I don't know. I don't know. You just gotta keep yourself in check there, bud. All right. All right. Let's see what we got the rest of this over here. Because I already did. No, seriously, don't know what it is. It stands for terms of service. And generally speaking, when someone says, I don't know, Monka TOS, it means like, uh-oh, something's about to happen that's probably going to break TOS and get into trouble. And we don't want that. Oh, I need some electrical steel. No, wait. It started off with, I think, iron right here. Actually, no, I was wrong. It was actually straight up steel. It was right. So eventually I won't have to end up having to do a lot of like the manual stuff now. So yeah, we have made this stuff. It's just the case of changing up the whole base pretty much to make use of the AE2 structure and all that. Thoracic outlet syndrome. What? I have no idea. Definitely. Exactly. I don't know what that is either. No, wait, how, okay, interface. Hold on a minute, what was the thing in the middle? It was crafting terminal. Oh, really? Can I try to get the right thing, please? Oof. You get more confused, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop it and get more confused with automation. Because I'm sure like once I actually get into like, well, technically there's nothing stopping me from going to chapter 14, but yeah, because I can just do this and this. But I'd rather wait until I'm able to get freaking rainbow. It certainly does. It does sound confusing. All right, so we have a lot of things we have to do to like rip and tear like this place asunder here. Oop. Hold on a minute. Okay, here we go. That's the one we want. Get all things working as intended. Crafting? Oh, jeez. Ah, gross. Even had to do this stuff again. I lost track of the steps. Where are... I'll just click that. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, I need estimation. There we go. Yeah, I do have some of that. Oh, that thing needs to get some more redstone. See, while I'm at it, get some more silicone presses here. Wait, hold on a second. That's printed. Wait, does it? Oh, no. I don't think I taught it to, like, go into any of this here. Yeah, because, like, well, the thing, like I said, like, once we get to the point of, you know, the ME interfaces, then, then things get confusing to the point where I have a star thrown at my head. That only amps up the confusion more. And, hey, Duke, thanks for the follow. Looks like you're pretty good after all. In fact, you're a cow. See, well, yeah, welcome to the house of followers. Enjoy your stay. Okay. Yeah, so I only had to do that thing once. Wait, hold on. What's the one with the pattern? Oh, I have to create the crafting terminal again. Sheesh. Almost Google. Yeah, come to think of it, we're gonna go about having to move some things around. Whoa. Oh, that was the fuzzy card. Why a cow? Oh, it just does it at random. See, that's the little thing that I got for mods. Oh, hold on a minute here. I don't think I have enough channels to hold all of this here. Looks like I might actually have to change this to a 32 thing here. Hey now. The game is just doing guesses, not assumptions. I don't think this is gonna... It might work this. Oh no, it's online. See, is there a way for me to easily check? Because I don't have the actual better... I don't have smart cables hooked up to it, which I probably should at this point. Can't see shit. Oh, it's because of the freaking cover. 7 of 8. Okay, good. Hit the freaking glitch of this freaking conduit. Did I say conduit? Wow. Conduit. No, it's a cable. Still hasn't figured out TOS yet. Remember, you gotta take notes. It's going to be on your test. In fact, you know, TwitchCon's coming up over in I think over in Europe somewhere. Better be ready. Actually, I need to put this off to the side here because, like, it's only gonna be. Yeah, let's just do it like off to the side here. Because the one I'm gonna be messing with the most is going to be the pattern thing. Ooh, how nice! Gave me another interface. See, that's odd, because like I'm looking up the recipe for pattern terminal, and yet it's giving me multiple stuff here. It loaded up the right page, but then I only wanted to see a recipe for this alone, but I'm seeing other recipes for this. You feel stupid? Don't feel stupid. The only thing to keep in mind is just be good. Just have a good vibe when going to people's streams. That's pretty much it. You know, just use common sense, and not much else really. Hey, if anything, let's if you guys are into the Souls games, you know, especially with Elden Ring, how's everyone taking a leg into the DLC? Because like, I have yet to play Elden Ring in general, but I'm feeling from people that like, oh my god, the freaking bosses in the DLC are way too freaking hard. Then it's like, now I like I said, I have not played it, but typically how I like to approach bosses is just being very methodical, understanding their patterns, and then find an opening and then exploit it or something like that. So all I can really say is get good. maybe I'll eat my words when I actually play it at some point in the future, but I don't know. Yeah, for those that don't know, like my little like history with Souls likes or something like that. I did remember playing like around the time when it first came out, Dark Souls 1. I actually did do like a stream of that, and it was like for like people within like a Discord call basically. Back then it wasn't called Discord, it was TeamSpeak. Well, no, wait, no, it wasn't TeamSpeak, it was Mumble or something like that. Stop playing Elden Ring after 10 minutes because you couldn't kill anything. Yeah, it's you say like I grew up in an era of games where like, you know, games were hard, genuinely hard, and it was purposely by design in order to like, because like I grew up like in the days of the NES, right? And games all around that was meant to be hard, because if you actually knew what you were doing, you can beat the games within like less than an hour or something like that, right? Because when you look at the grand scheme of things in terms of like the total like number count of like stages or something, say like Ninja Gaiden or something like that, then like, yeah, you'll be able to complete that game really quick if it wasn't difficult. But in order to extend the playtime, they had to make it difficult, you know. And I'm guessing with From Software, they, you know, took that idea and says like, why don't we just apply it to modern day gaming where, you know, controls are a lot more sophisticated than just a D-pad with 2 buttons and and all that. I don't know. Yeah, see, this is what happens when I go off keister with having to talk about topics. I forget what I'm doing. There's no easy like in between here for me, you know. All right, so I guess with the case of the fuck. Huh. No wonder that wasn't working. I see. It would probably just like take any... Oh. Actually, that is pretty strange. Like, why is it able to like go into the bottom slot with that? If I do bottom slot here? No, I can't. Strange that it only works when it's like forced to go in there. Inscribers are weird. And I need to go about making this again. Hopefully for the last time, knock on wood. Alright, now for the pattern. Ooh, that requires these. Nope, gotta make that again. Uh-oh. Trouble. Oh, that's right. I need frickin'... I knew there was something until I got distracted. Drawn with crayon. Ow. Bonk, bonk. I need to implement like a proper frickin' animation for that. They are giving me some good free stuff out of this. Your cats are tagging it on screen. it's like there's another cat on screen. Attack me. Ah! Oh. Wait, hold on. That's enriching. I need this one. You know, it makes me happy when I hear about, like, you know, viewers that watch things like, oh hey, like I have a pet too, and he's watching you right now. As fitting as it is, I am also a cat person, and what are the pranks when I did that? What, when I went full screen? 7 cats staring down. You have 7 cats. Oh my god. Are you like the stereotypical like cat lady, or actually no, like I find it's easy for people like to assume, like, you know, only a cat lady would have like that amount of cats, but like, is there ever a moment where there is a cat guy that has that amount of cats? I'm curious. All right, that ought to do it. So we get pattern terminal crayon holder. So we take like patterns into patterns to a specific item. Nice. You gave me some more blank patterns. TV's rendition of the crazy cat lady. TV's rendition of crazy cat lady. To be honest, I'm a bit confused what you mean by TV rendition. Like, do you mean more like virtual cats? I think we need some citation needed on that. Yeah. Alright, so we got the pattern terminal. So this is going to be an interesting thing, because I'm not really sure like how much more stuff I need to do like on hand, but to do it like by hand, I should say, until we got things all figured out. Because obviously we want to be able to like get to the point where we're able to like do all the patterns that leads up to creating the ME interface, right? Ah, okay. Well, so that's you, man. You're talking about the stereotype that's like on TV. So we're talking about like an episode from the TLC channel or something, or whatever that channel's called. Yeah, I could have sworn like that's some type. That's the type of show that channel would have, I think. Yeah, like I don't even know how you manage to like be able to like maintain like that amount of cats. It's crazy. Because like it's expensive, right? You know. Oh gosh, you know what? I gotta tell this story because like it got lost to time. It got eaten by some Linux. So I'll go ahead and talk about this one. So, so there has been a couple of instances of where I work where we did have some animals having to go inside the building by accident and whatnot, and they're like, you know, they're strays or something like that. So and this is like my second occurrence of this happening when it comes to a stray cat entering the place. And well, to preface this, I guess I should mention about the first one. So the first one, I'm trying to remember what year it was. I want to say it was 20. Actually, I think it was in 2020. It sounds about right. And it was in January, you know, and you know we just happened to have you know a cat that entered into the place, and well, somebody already found the cat first, and having to, you know, actually place it in one of the offices in the back with a note on the door saying like, "Don't let the cat out," or something like that. And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, there's a cat in the building." And what happened during that day was just that we just having to get in contact with anybody, like with our employees, saying like who would want this cat, and someone fortunately did. All right, so it was like, okay, there you go. You know, the cat's been adopted in and out of the business. Good to know. So knowing about that scenario that played out goes into what happened in 2023. And this was all my doing, having to take care of this. So we once again had another issue, and this was like, you know, I want to say like between, what in regards to the cat's age was like close to a year old. I want to say it was definitely getting out of the kitten stage and a little bit more grown, but not fully grown yet. So the cat was in the back room crying, and like there was somebody else having to, you know, trying to lure the cat in or something like that, but couldn't. So my first thought was, okay, let's get cat food off the shelf and bring it over to the back room so that, you know, at least the cat has something to eat, as well as, you know, lure the cat out. It's strange. The cat is friendly but also frightened. So it's like, do what you can, I guess, but it worked. And remembering the series of events that played out last time, I thought like, okay, well, temporarily at the time being, we'll have the cat in that office that I mentioned until we figure out what we can do. And of course, my first thought was trying to contact a no-kill shelter, right? And you see, what was stressful at the time about this was like, it was an event that went from me volunteering to help to being forced to help, because at the time, who was in charge at that time, and I unfortunately remember his face and name, and I get really livid when he's in my head living rent free because I hate his guts now, because like he was very inexperienced, because like the person that, you know, like is like the boss of the building, it wasn't there at the time. See, what was happening was that we were having like inspection for, like, sanitary inspection for anything like gross stuff or any like pests that would happen. And unfortunately, you know, cats are labeled as pests, right? And they figured like, well, and they were due to show up last week, but they didn't. So the guy freaked out and wanted desperately to get the cat out of the building. So what happened was that I got in contact with my parents to get me a cat carrier out of the building, to like, so I can take the cat out of the building and into my car. And this was all at a time when the shelter wasn't open yet. So it's like, I got so upset just because like I was like, this is like this was suddenly thrown in on me for me to deal with. And besides, like if it ain't me, then I'm sure it's like going to be someone else's problem to like deal with that same stress as well, right? And now I was confident having to doing the whole thing myself because like I have the resources, because like I know people that would have, you know, things such as a cat carrier to bring them out, right? So freaking I hate it too. And at the point when I'm trying to get the cat into the carrier, like there was me and 2 other people in the room trying to, like, you know, calm the cat down, then ease them into the cat carrier. What happened was is that the guy that was in charge at the time, you know, trying to get a grasp of the situation, he saw the note on the door stating that, like, hey, this cat is here in here temporarily. We're trying to get in contact with a no kill shelter, whatnot, to take them in. And he didn't say anything, but his face tells me a lot. All he did was that, like, he rolled his eyes, shaked his head, and then walked away. He does not give a shit. All he cares is about, like, having everything all presentable and whatnot. In fact, like, if actually, you know, like, there was a better scenario that he could have done, which was having to get in contact with people that are doing the, you know, inspection, saying like, hey, are you overdue? Are you planning to come into the store today? And if you are, we're going to let you know we're currently in the process of getting a cat out of the store and into a freaking shelter. He didn't think that through. So he was clearly just inexperienced, and thankfully he doesn't work there anymore, because fuck that asshole. Yeah, he is an ass. You know, like, cause like it's funny, like at one point, like I totally forgot his name and face, but now that it has came back, like after a recent time, I guess, because I guess like every January or something like that, it would just remind me of that incident now. Or when it comes to having to like having to help out any kind of like stray cats or something like that. But yeah. So at the end of the day, I finally was able to get in contact with the shelter, and was able to, you know, we walked out to my car and having to, did y'all find a place to take the little kid? Well, I can't, because like I have 3 cats and they're adults, and they probably would not take too kindly to it. Plus, like, I'm already don't want to ruin my wallet anymore. So, but the good news is that, you know, the cat has been taken to the shelter to be taken care of, and I have heard later, you know, because like my mother, because I told the story to my mother about this, and she kept in touch, like on Facebook and whatnot, about the whole thing. And what shelter? Oh, I was talking about a story about a stray cat. I was talking about the story of a stray cat entering where I work and having a lot of stress to try to get the cat out of there, and having to get into you know, in good hands, basically, while dealing with an asshole manager at one point. But anyways, yeah, so my mother gave me an update about the cat, and the cat did get adopted. So really, thanks to my efforts, you know, the cat is safe now. And see, like, what scared me to death about this, again, it really was the manager's fault for having such a bad outlook on this. Because the worst case scenario, he would have thrown the cat outside, not giving a shit. And I'm very much a softie when it comes to cats. All right. So like I had to do something and step in, right? Yeah. and thankfully it worked out. And you know, like I know, and all this stuff that was happening, I really do not know what was going on through the cat's head throughout all this here, because like, you know, like at least the cat got food at first, right, during that whole morning. But the fact that like the cat basically had to go out kinda in the cold again, where like I had to take the cat in the carrier to my car, and the thing is, like, I went to my car, you know, periodically actually, to make sure that I started up so the interior was warm for long enough throughout the whole day. You know, I did that at least. I remember doing it twice before the people from the shelter came to pick up the cat. So, but yeah. So that was my story with having to, like, you know, rescue a cat. And I know that we're just staring at an inventory screen this whole time, but like that is how I function. Like, I can't think straight if I'm talking and playing at the same time. Brain don't function that way. Or at least it doesn't function as it used to. So yeah, Exaist, I don't know how you manage that amount of cats, you know. It's ridiculous. So anyway, see what else do we have here in the ME extension processing pattern. Some processing recipes require more than 9 input items. What helps with that? This can only. This is more than 9 input items. I was for 16 input items instead of just 9. Well, we're not at that point yet. Get money from the company to take care of them, since they guilt trip you into taking them. They guilt trip you. That's peculiar. Huh. Seeing a lot of V-miles and skimpy clothing getting the most views. You're not wrong. You know, you're not wrong. I mean, that's very much like what has been ingrained, because, like, you know, it's the type of thing that has been repeated ad nauseum about, like, no, actually, no, I take that back. It doesn't work for everybody, you know, because, like, you can have, you know, it's not just like, you know, like with just female VTubers. It can be any one of them. If their general appearance is that they're, you know, quite attractive, you know, like in any sort of way, you know, it could be, you know, the female VTubers with, you know, the booba, or male VTubers that have that, you know, that Giga Chad look to them, you know. It certainly can play a factor into that, but there are VTubers that don't go that route and still succeed somehow. Well, actually, no, that was, no, well, that part's true, but those that do go for the whole, you know, that overly excessively attractive look, they probably still won't get the attention, because I have seen some examples of them doing that and it didn't go anywhere. You know, why don't you try to have your video to be skimpy or slit? Because that's not my branding. It's definitely not my branding to be that quite, you know, sexual or something. Now, I do plan on having my future model to look more older, but I don't know if I can really describe it as something quite overly attractive. Like I would probably want to go for a look that has a little bit more of, you know, the stereotypical pointy chin or something like that. Don't you want to views at any cost? Well, not if like those decisions dilute what I actually want people to enjoy me for. Right? Because like I want people to join in for the connections. You know, like they connect to me like on some sort of emotional level. I mean, like you guys just heard me talk about my cat story, right? Honestly, like, you know, real talk. You do not want to go viral, especially in the earlier years. Well, at least in the earlier years, you don't want to go viral, because if you get to that point where, you know, you suddenly get attention, what do? How do you follow up on that? Do you have a plan? You know, it's just like, you know, that scene in SpongeBob where like, it's like Plankton's like, hey, I finally did it. I got to this next step. And then Krabs is like, what are you going to do now? And Plankton's like, I don't know. I didn't know I would get this far. Yeah, scenarios like that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Not to zoom in again. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. A fair enough answer. Yeah. So, you know, like, I don't know if like anyone's from the YouTube and having this random thought saying like, hey, you've uploaded this video on Path of Exile that did really well. Why didn't you immediately follow up on that? And my answer is that I've seen this pattern before with the likes of Team Fortress 2. You know, I did a Let's Play rendition of it twice, and it got me, you know, attention for it, right? But the thing is that like when you're so popular for something that you end up having to like, you know, like scarily good Plankton impressions. It didn't sound good in my head, but I try. Come eat at the chum bucket every fucking day. Dr. Junior. I'm sad the AI sponge thing is like no longer up right now, because I think Viacom like got their asses, which is unfortunate. But that's beside the point. But yeah. So the idea of having overly attractive visuals, like if it makes sense for my brand in terms of like some sort of design point, because like for the record, I guess if you guys want to imagine what my future model is going to look like, think of it as like I'm sort of, you know, mage, you know, obviously some sort of, because I appear very magical, right? And I'll probably have like some sort of like wizard robes or something like that, or I'll probably be like something like elves, like elf clothing of like of a. Oh God, I'm censored. Don't you censored me. see that's what happens. That's what's gonna happen. That if I try to be, you know, overly sexual or something like that, Twitch will censor me. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, what is this? Oh my God, more formulaic assemblicators? What the shit?
Mr. Hyena, the eternal observer of V models. Perhaps the allure of skimpy attire does attract more views, but remember, true elegance is never out of style. Stay sharp in your observations.
my models gives kind of like a Pokemon trainer vibes. Huh. That's a interesting description of that. I mean, I guess that makes sense because, you know, there's Ash Ketchum where like he, you know, he wears a vest, and I do too. So I guess it only makes sense if I was like to wear a hat, and then now that'll be even more, you know, on point. Want to see his view on that? Gonna make dinner? Okay, enjoy your dinner. But yeah, I'll look into like what how I want the future model to look somehow. For sure. Now I forget. What was the assemblicator? Was it like Craft as? Oh wait, these are the things that holds the patterns. Okay, that's right. Oh dude, it actually gives me crafting oh my god. That's a lot of crafting tables. Okay, fine. Let's see about having to go through this headache again. One, two. Yeah, we're just gonna leave them in here, because again, these are mechanism blocks, and they have the thing to not cooperate well. The vests and glasses heavily on the Pokemon trainer. So I guess it would not be out of place if I was to like stream Pokemon or something like that, which I was about to say something, but like it's like, well, no, because like the last Pokemon game I actually played was actually first gen. I've not played any other Pokemon games other than Red, Blue, and Yellow. You know, all the same things, right? Really, but I never really thought of it that way. Oh shoot, we're out of the other stuff. Oh yeah, so it was the formation cores and whatnot. Oh shoot. I went overboard making those. Because we need to get more of these then. Give me gold. See any other miscellaneous items in here? Oh, there is. Huh. No, you know what? It was probably like from like some dungeon or something here. Wait, what? Hold on a second. This thing's not turned on. What mob was dropped? Oh, you know what? Maybe it was left over from like when I did have it on earlier and I just didn't check. Anyway. There it goes. See now it's taking the gold. See, don't I have some acceleration cards? I do. I should eventually have to get right down to create a mass inscriber, but I don't remember. See, okay, here it is. A machine blueprint, heavy duty plate. Is that what I'm scheduling processor? Awakened Draconia. Okay, no. Modular machinery. There we go. So there's like a lot of components to this here, so I don't know if I have access to it, because... Oh wait, no, that's modular diversity. It's machinery we want. Okay. Modularium. So what does it take here? So Ender Alloy, I think, yeah, that one can be made. Does have, okay, oh, actually, no, never mind. That's requires Botania. Okay, we're still locked out of that. All right, see, back to making this. Applied autocrafting. All right. How are we doing with cables? See, now let's take all that we got, because we're gonna need a whole lot of them here. Storage housing, storage component. That's the import bus, storage bus. Okay. Actually, something else I ought to do is I need to color code some of the cables here. And this is just to have a visual to know, like, which line is like... Well, actually, let me go and show you. Oop. If the game would unhiccup itself. There we go. Yeah, so I did like something like this, for example, here to like indicate like what side of this. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, that would actually make sense. You know, if I actually, would I want to do that? Yeah, see, right now we have like, you know, this here going on. So anyway, it took me a while to realize that you know, with this like dense cable going on here, is like when I split it off, I can still follow it up with like, because like one side of the ME controller can be like up to 32, I think. Micro blocks. So that would explain why. Yeah. Oh, okay. That can you explain the game or mod for me? Okay, so in general, what we're playing here is called Divine Journey 2. This is a special mod pack for Minecraft, where the objective is that you are to interact with all of the mods that's within the mod pack in a quest, you know, progression-based system here. And the big goal is to open the Bag of Truth, which is somewhere all the way down here. Yeah. So this is the key to truth. And I don't know where I put my bag. Been a while since, you know, let's see. Well, here, let me just type it in. So yeah, here it is, the Bag of Truth. So I need to get the key to infinity to open it up and see like what's inside, which who knows what it is. But not only that, the other goal is also having to get to creative level items. So I type in the word creative. So we have things like a creative capacitor bank, so unlimited energy. Same thing goes for any type of liquid that you put in there. Storage of items like these here. And to get to that point, you have to make use of like all the mods together to do automation, basically. And as you go through the quests here, it'll give you a rough idea of what you need to be doing, pretty much. And there are mods within here that adjust the other mods' original recipes to do something else to make it a lot more integrated with one another. Because like with other mod packs, which are labeled as kitchen sink mods, which means like you do whatever you want because like you're not like gated behind other stuff. It's like as long as you have the materials for it, you can just do whatever. But in this one, you're locked behind a whole bunch of stuff. So to give you an absolute severity case example, let me show you. Yeah, let's take a look at a creative one. Creative singularity. Wait, actually no, let's try something else. How about this one? This is an ultimate crafting table, which is a 9x9 grid interface. And if we really want to go down the rabbit hole of stuff, let's say, oh, I need to do this one. Oh, I need to do chemistry for that. How do I do that? I got to do it within this chemical dissolver. How do I get that? Oh, I see an alchemical machine frame. How do I get that? Oh, I need a laser focus. I don't know what the laser focus looks like. You see, think of it as Factorio on crack. Or, well, I mean, well, the only difference is that it's one extra dimension and the pacing's a more slow. But yeah. Hey there, Mad Concepts. The creative mesh is rough. If you understand the compressor thing correctly, you need like 200 billion creative mesh. Oh, I see. So it needs a creative storage. Oh my shit. He hasn't got essence of space. Oh, well, apparently this one involves Elven trade. Which, funny enough, I know what that is. Even though I haven't got to that stage of Britannia before. 2 million storage cells. Oh. You see. So this is what I mean by, like, they'll further cement. Is LOL still a thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Internet language is, yeah. Stuff like that is still a thing. I mean, it's not like a meme where it just dies within a week, you know. It's very cemented. Yeah. All right. I feel the need having to, go about creating a whole bunch of dense cables here because, and even color some of them just so that I know what goes where, perhaps. Come to think of it, I rather have automation to do that stuff. Found out today's youth don't know what 9 plus 10 is. 21. You're stupid. All right, so I need to actually go about. Because the way I want to go ahead and design this next part here for... Actually, do I want this to be within the same space? Actually, no, I need to like do it like one more chunk out, I think. Is that a trick question? I mean... well, no... So yeah, that's the thing. It's referring to a meme, so it's like technically it is 19, but you know, everyone knows it. Everybody knows it. think you just lost a few brain cells. I'm losing brain cells just thinking what I need to do next. This mod pack will do it to you. Is this aging? Is this no longer being relevant? Actually, you want to know something crazy? People that are like in Gen Z, they're appearing that like they're older now. Like in their 20s. Like when you see someone, well, okay, well, when you see when you first see them, you think that they're in their 30s when they're actually in their 20s. And for me, it's like the opposite. It's quite surprising. Like, I actually do know of one streamer by the name of Subtractum. Ow. Oh. I'm red. Turning 24, but for people to not understand or know about the 21 meme, that you're like, aw, I know. It just means they're not internet savvy enough. We just need to look harder to find our tribe. Anyways, I was about to say, Subtractum, who is a Path of Exile streamer, when I saw him, I thought like, oh, he looks like he's my age, the age of 30. When he's actually in his 40s. Quartz fiber. You know, go and start off with this. Yeah, perhaps like near 2 stacks, this would help out. See, now we just need to... Oh, I actually didn't know I can actually color the glass cable itself. I thought it only had to be after when I put wool on it. You know. Speaking of which... Ah, cool. So, alright, so now I just need the smart cable. I know, we'll start with something like this here. So anyway. Look like a 40-year-old hobo. You look rough. Oh. You'd say... Gosh, I wonder why I became a VTuber. I don't want people to see my face. Well, actually, no, it's part of the reason. Well, no, it's not the case that I look ugly. It's more like the case of privacy. Actually, no, privacy is the main reason, honestly. Yeah, because once upon a time I actually did do face cam at one point, but then I realized I'm not comfortable at it. So, but then 2020 came along, and then a thing called VTubing came along, and it's like, oh hey. Yeah, pick your nose and no one will. That's what. I see. No. I probably don't have that luxury. I have hand tracking. It's not good, but it can imply that I do that. In fact, there's a random glitch that would happen sometimes where like my hand would go up in my face at random, when in actuality my hand's on my mouse. So all right, now do I want to go ahead and future-proof this next thing with, you know, I'll just make one All right, just one here. Let's see, what was that thing called again? Yeah, ME controller, that's it. Lurking and eating, have good crafting. All right, thank you, and enjoy your food. Hopefully enough. Hopefully I would be okay without food, because like I ate relatively light today. And somehow I was able to make do. You know what? You know what I think? I think it's the half and half in my coffee that's somewhat keeping me full. You know, as I constantly sip on it throughout the whole thing, then it's like, oh, I'm all good. Let's see. All right, controller. Oh, neat. Actually, I had enough stuff for that. Hold on. That component, that was part of it. I need to get more of it here. All right, so it was the charge thing. That's right. That was nether quartz. Is it the charged ones? Yeah, it was. Actually, we need more. More. Roar. I go crazy. Favorite memory was because it was being more stressed out of coming out as a VTuber to our parents than it was coming out as gay. Really? To be fair, coming out as gay is more acceptable this day and age now. I mean, like in the case of like my sister, she came out as pansexual, and we're like, oh, okay. But yeah, like, you know, the whole VTuber thing is like, yeah, it's quite rather like a very scratch your head type of thing. I mean, like if you were just to generically describe yourself like, oh, I use a program where I use my face and hands to puppet a virtual character so I can be more in character to be more entertaining out online and on streams, videos, and whatnot. Instead of being hyper specific, yeah, like I'm sort of big tittied anime girl. As far as I'm aware, I've only told like one of my sisters that I do this. But she doesn't like, you know. I never seen her like interact with like my stuff nowadays, anyways. Because I think like live streaming is like not her thing. All right, so what was that other component I need to make? It was kind of like two things. Peer-to-peer tunnel. I mean, hey, well, actually, no, hold on. If I'm having to like just tunnel through to creating this, well, hold on. There's also another thing I need to make is the frickin' what was it called? It was this crafting units. I believe I need to have multiple of those units plus wait, what was it again? All right, so let's say it's a multiple out of at least like one crafting storage. It's a full cuboid shape that contains crafting storages, monitors, crafting and processing units. Okay, so I think I need one. Just how did you get so many things? it's a long journey. I can put it that much. You start out with your basics like you do in any Minecraft world that you do, and having to go down to the mines, having to get the materials there. But as you play through the pack, you'll have more different ways of obtaining stuff. Like I don't have one that's fully assembled, but there's a thing called an excavator, where within these here grids are called chunks, since that's a de facto thing about how Minecraft works. But one of the mods has it so that in every chunk there's a unique material that you can use the excavator in to scoop up a vast amount of materials for, which I think is like over 25,000 blocks of ore of any kind. And then in a later stage, which is why I'm currently at right now, is that I have a quarry in another dimension where it's able to quickly scoop up materials from. And I have blocks that is able to send items across dimensions, which is this thing right here. Now, I don't think it's not easy to see it, but now that I have this thing turned on, so I'm able to toggle that on remotely. So if we type in on ore, if you pay attention to the quantity here, some of them will eventually go up. Probably the most common one will probably be like coal here, for example, or iron. It should eventually do it here. It'll probably take a little bit of time for it to get its head in the game here. Oh, I think I probably saw one for iron that just went up, maybe. Brain is deleting a lot of stuff for the information you're giving you. I'm defragmenting your brain. I don't know. I know this stuff does get very confusing. And believe me, like, I was at that stage as well, right? It's all about having to take things slow. Because, like, hey, if you like these type of games, I think, the simplest would be probably Factorio, I guess. But I think there might be easier examples instead. Do you perchance think you have an obsession with this game? Well, this mod pack specifically, I do. Just because, it's just, it's a case of just having to find that I do have a liking for automation, because that dopamine that you get for having to struggle at first, but when you get to the point of, say like where I'm at right now, that I have interfaces and all the related items for it, so that I'm able to craft this system to do a lot of the monotonous work for me, so I can get on to the next stage. Like, it's see, like, if you want more of a more simplified version of this sort of feeling, play Factorio and you'll get the idea of it. Game's a lot more faster paced than this one, because, like, you're dealing with a 3D space here, so. Speaking of Factorio, I need to mention something. I think if you're wanting to get into Factorio at some point, you should do it now before there's a price increase. And I say that because the devs feel so confident in themselves about their products that they never have the game on sale. And the thing is that there's going to be an expansion for it later this year, most likely in October, I think. And I think once the expansion comes out, they're probably going to bump up the price. So, if you're wanting to get your hands on that game, you should probably do it now. Automation is sexy. In my eyes, it does. All right, peer-to-peer tunnel. All right, so I do this here so that I could hold on. I think it's gonna. Oh no, no, wait, no. Hang on. Do I have it in my backpack in here? No, I don't. Let me get a quartz cable here. Whoopsie. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, just so I can just visually indicate, like, this is the start of this side here. Because I want to go ahead and have, like, the crafting unit be, like, sitting here in this chunk, basically. I'm just kind of, like... Me when I'm skipping over math questions, making sense that everyone thinks I'm crazy. God. You know, like, when you get to that point of math where it's just, like... I'm not doing anything practical. I'm more like just theorizing shit. Then it's like, then that's like my limit. What I mean by that, like when I took the class of pre-calculus, I failed it. Because before that, I was taking trigonometry, and I was like, oh, I'm doing pretty decent here. Like I'm actually liking it, actually. But then pre-calculus came along, and then it's like, nope. It's like, no, that's my limit. Even though I failed it, I still, you know, graduated high school regardless. Oh, so I labeled that green. What should I label this next one? I'm feeling blue. I feel I want to give it a blue color for this one. Okay, so it's the thing here in the color, or in the center here. How many items do you need for the creative storage cell, and what is it used to craft? Hell if I know. At this point, and the only definitive way that we can get an exact answer, if I was somehow able to teach an AI like everything that goes into like the recipes for in this mod pack, and then create a flow chart or something like that. That's the only way that I would try to get an answer. Graduate weed school. Weed school. Weed. I don't know. That was funny. Weed. See, like 1, 2, 3-ish. Wait, no, that's a dense cable. Why did I leave a dense cable here, I wonder? Well, I need to get that memory card here. Memory card, there you are. Is that even hooked up? I mean, it's giving power to it. I think it's offline just because it hasn't had a definite destination for this. Topology equations and fell in love. I don't even remember what that is. God damn it. I fell for that one. Graduate high school. I was gonna go to class, but then I got high. Da 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 da. I don't know all the lyrics to it, but like it's something along those lines. Have I ever smoked weed? No, I haven't, and it's probably best I don't. I think people argued that it's not addictive, so I don't know. I don't even know if I want to. I would honestly feel bad if I did, because like I don't know, like weed's like one of those things where it feels like it's like borderline legal and not legal, just because like I mean there's like medicinal, you know, and then whatnot, and I don't know. I won't get too much into that. There we go. My gosh, a lot of the stream was just really about me, like, you know, talking and shooting the shit. Okay, so it extends out this way here, apparently. And then making it go down here. Here, just so that I can see it better. Alright, so I had it play along this way. Alright, so I'm having this line being brought out over here. Now let's see, I think I have to change this over to this before I make use of this. And there we just right click the new one. That should be connected now, right? I wonder if I need to reapply it. There we go. Okay. I think we got something here. So I just want to make sure I don't have duplicates of this thing here. Because it almost felt like that I... There we go. See, not there. Now the thing is linked. Watching Orville. Have I watched it, the series? No. Now my source of entertainment is mainly YouTube. Funny enough. I mean, it is kind of the way of the future. Kinda. I know there's like legit streaming services and whatnot, and I have used them a few times, but I don't go out of my way to do that. No. Alright, I think we can just get away with just using this here. I don't know what I'm going to be end up using like this line for here, but some weird future proofing that I'm apparently doing now. Oh yeah, there was that other thing I was going to do too. Since this is going down here, see, we're going to have like this space being used to make use of the molecular assembler. Hold on, let me check look at the quests here, because we need... One adjacent to an ME interface with a pattern inside of it. Okay. So I need my interfaces. Ah, quickly, we need to sleep. Because I want the rain to stop. Oh, wait, I already have it on there. I forgot what the layout looked like. Oh, okay. So it said that it was adjacent to a interface. So I think what I can, I think I need to set up like kind of like in a cubish sort of. But here, let me go and show you what I mean. So we have like this here. I have this down here. I guess that'll work. Actually, hold on. I did not set that up right. Because I wanted that end to be like out of the,
Ah, exist. My feline companions are Luna, a sleek black cat with moon-like eyes, and Nebula, a fluffy gray tabby resembling a cosmic cloud. They bring celestial charm to my planetary abode.
they're quite nice cats. See, like nothing can beat space cats, all right? I mean, like, why else did I buy the freaking like cat like MTX and Path of Exile? It was like the Celestial Cat and Sun Prism Cat. Come to think of it, merch idea. Anyway, so what I was wanting to do was having to. Hey, hold on, did I make that part linked proper? I don't think I. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and dig. Water. Okay. That was terrifying. What? Kairos? I mean, he is my little planetoid dude. He has like the voice similar to that of Vega from Doom Eternal. I mean, if that was a jump scare, like, I'm sorry about that. He's quite new around these parts. Here, maybe I can try to do something like a dis here. I need to get an underside view of this. Oop, that we do not want. See, I need to get a cable anchor. Why don't you make your V-model drink water when you drink water? I mean, actually, for some reason, there is like a toggle, or sorry, like, I can make it so that I could work with a node graph to spawn a, like, some sort of item in my hand, and then I can move it close to like my mouth, and then do a drink sound. I could do that. And I thought I left it on, but I guess it didn't. It no longer works. I'll have to. I need to pick a day to like reconfigure everything, especially since that the software has an update and I haven't done anything with it yet. Think you could do better? My cats are named after a demon in the Rings of Hell. Demons in the Rings of Hell. I'm sure they're probably like referring to, I don't know, maybe like Asmodeus, no, Lucifer, or something like that. something like that. Oh yeah, that's right, cable anchor. I'm easily forgetful nowadays, you know. In fact, I've pondered if I'm developing ADHD, or maybe I did have it this whole time and I just didn't know it. Also, that's not where the cable anchor I wanted to be at. Eh? Wait, what's going on? Why are you not working? Gonna go to sleep. It's almost midnight. Ooh, oh yeah, you're out in Europe, from what I guess. Sleep is for the weak, Duke. Yeah, Duke. No, well, actually, no. You know, you need to get your sleep. Everyone needs sleep. All right, there's something fishy going on with this here. Like, and I don't know why it's not cooperating. It says unlinked. Why does it say unlinked? It's supposed to be linked. Eh? Yeah, let's try again. Wonder if I need to, like, place down this tunnel again. They both have the same frequency, so it should be linked. Unless I need to give it a minute. It does say one channel being used. Oh, and now it bricked again. The heck is going on? Probably because it's unlinked. Well, I'm sure you probably know how to do peer-to-peers tunnels, right? Uh-oh. The whole thing, oh god, the whole thing bricked. Why? Oh, Jesus. See, was it because I connected to that, was it? It is getting power. What? This is not how I remembered having to do this. I wonder if... Oh, you know what? I think I know what the problem is. probably because it's not getting supplied with power. In the right way, that is. Yeah, because I need to place a quartz fiber here instead. Here. We should go about making another... Ugh, no comment. What? I'm sorry? Eh? Nah, don't worry about it. Is that the right one? So what I have most of, I guess iron. Actually, no, let's use up the aluminum, because aluminum's useless. Here. There you go. Maybe the game was never supposed to work. What if it was never meant to be completed? Forever an unachievable goal as automation is to modern society so close, yet so far. Dyslexia is really hard right now. Oh, I'm sure it's like doing some sort of equivalent thing to me as well, with my brain going blank at certain places. Huh? Why you no work? You were working just fine earlier. Maybe the logic was the friends we made along the way. That's sounding more true now. Well, actually, hold on. I think I might have saved a screenshot of what my design was. Maybe, see, view folder. It'd be this thing. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at it, and... Huh. Yeah, that's supposed to be correct. Yeah, because, like... So to go ahead and show you, like, what this is eventually supposed to be here for this ME controller is supposed to be, like, in the shape of, like, a fractal cuboid type of thing, if that makes any sense. Like, there's, like, a hole in the middle. So, like, so there's, like, a hole right here, and then eventually there's going to be another, you know, like... You know, if we count these three at the bottom here, this will be, like, another additional 5 that's supposed to surround here, you know. So basically it's a 3 by 3 by 3, you know, cube, but with holes in the middle, is what the design looks like. And what we have here is, like, you know, like one side with it, and this also is going to be another side that also makes use of, like, all the other sides for this here. And that was working just fine, right? In fact, there's a reason why those cables were color coded, so that it's able to make use of the cables that go, like, in like through the middle and not having to accidentally intersect with, like, other cables. So I don't have to do, like, any excessive cable anchoring to prevent the connection. So yeah, I should technically still be like doing everything correctly here. Because like this thing was active like earlier. Hang on, let me try like probably no, I don't know, disconnecting this and bring it back. Okay, so I guess it probably was the fact that I had this cable connected to that without the peer-to-peer tunnel. That was probably why. I wonder if I can try to pre-configure this before it goes online. Maybe then it'll actually... I don't know. Let's see what happens when I connect it. Unlinked. Why are you still doing this? Okay, maybe apply the new frequency to this. I don't know. Oh, I shift right click by accident. Okay, new one. Oh, okay. Saves the current copy to the card. Now right click is normal. Loaded. Alright, now let's connect it back and see what happens. Hey, look. There it goes. There we go. Just need to just finagle with it a good bunch. And now, what should happen next, I place it here, and this should eventually say 1 out of 8. Hey, there it goes. All right, next part. We need finagle, yes. Yeah, it's one of those words that I came across in my travels. It just basically means it's just messing with something. Finagle. You know, that just reminds me of, like, I somehow heard of the phrase take a gander at this when I found out. I think that was like some sort of like British phrase, because I always remember like in a Discord call with someone who's British, and then he was like how many like British like terms do you know? And he brought up the thing of like take a gander, and then it's like I already knew about that. It's you know, things like that. The only people I've heard say this is 80-year-old clients that, huh? Really? I guess I probably adopted the that terminology from my take a cheeky little gander at this. And I guess for people that don't know what that means, it sounds like take a gander. You're talking about a goose? You want me to take a goose? Yeah. But you know what? You see, now that we're talking about like little like speech things that like only select people would know, then of course there's the god awful freaking like Gen Z speech, or maybe Gen Alpha if we want to be even more something like that. And Bosch is a good one. I know it's a last name because I know there's Johnny Youngbosch. Means nonsense? Ah, absolute bosh. Mr. Cousin, what Sigma meant, and you felt like dying? Oh, there's something flying around in my vicinity. I think it might be an ant with wings. It's been living in my basement for some time. What if it's planning for an attack? I'm like, oh noes. Like, I don't really have anything easily to, like, fend it off. Because as soon as I make the wrong move trying to attack it, it'll sting me. For some reason, I'm more calm with that compared to, like, a hornet or wasp. Because, like, they'll just attack regardless. I think winged ants, like, don't do shit. Actually, come to think of it, like, I guess ants this whole time actually do have stingers. But the thing is, like, I see ants all the freaking time, and it's like they never attempted, like, sting me or something, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it depends on the type of ant. Because I know there's, like, fire ants. Because, you know, if you step on the wrong thing outside, then it's, like, winged ants. I don't know what to call it, because, like, the whole body just looks like of an ant, but with wings. So I don't know what to describe them. You know, I'm gonna search this. Winged ants. Yeah, there's flying ants. A flying ant is essentially a regular ant that sprouted wings. No, it's definitely not a fly. I mean, I've seen it. Oh goodness, do I need to show this? I think I need to show this. Most ants have wings when in the flying queen slash drone stage. Ah. Well, in any case, I'm not sure, like, why they're... one is, like, in my basement right now. Wait, what? Oh, wait, does that not work? Oops. Wait, how did... Am I being what the hell? Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drag and drop an image into OBS to show you the freaking, like, flying ant that I'm talking about. But I guess for one thing is that it's a weird file type, so I guess it's not working. But I try to use a different image that is more widely accepted, like a PNG. I'm trying to drag it on here, and it's, like, not doing anything. Because, like, I was in a Discord talking about like oh, thank God for the innovation of, like, drag and dropping images. Or wait, no, I would think I was watching a stream, and then someone mentioned about that thing, and I'm like, that's possible? I thought it was only like an XSplit thing. But guys, if you don't know, that was a really old piece of software that you actually had to pay for if you wanted to stream. Yeah, I'm trying to take like a PNG or something like that. I'm trying to drag and drop it, and it's not doing anything. But the thing is, like, I was able to do it before, but I can't do it now. It's like, well, what the hell am I doing wrong then? I like how I'm obsessing over this. It's like I'm being lied to. Anyway, sorry. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, we need to make crafting units, or maybe just one, and I need like co-processors. I just don't remember like what I need to have it supplied with here. The big brain. Okay, so I think we just need to start out with one. Let's make alloy. There's this. Some electrical steel. So the brain behind. And let's see, crafting monitor, which will allow you to track the progress of the top level item, the multiple. Not going to be needed. At least I don't think I need. Now it's this. Increases the number of simultaneous crafting and processing orders inside the ongoing thing. So it needs crafting units for that thing. So I think I need to leave like one of it as part of the thing here, and then. And what about this here? Okay, so this is the storage. And then, so yeah, how much is this here? So it goes all the way up to 64. Jesus. Well, let me go ahead and try to maybe like slowly like work my way up the whole shindig, right? And since using crafting units as a base here, okay, I don't know how much we got for Elementium because, oh, 4. Okay, I'm gonna have to work with that. Yikes. Oof. Crystalline. What was this? Pink slime and that thing. How am I doing with mithril? Let's see, what was the stuff for mithril again? Yeah, it was the mana dust here. Let's see, Demon Lord Ingot. And I think the other one was platinum. Here, we'll take this out. It could sit in there. Thanks for the hat pat for Kairos. And so it needs the grains. Pisality. That pet looks concerningly caressy. I mean, only that's like the you know, that's the OG, you know, head pet, you know, image. I mean, like I'm cheap. So that was, I don't know if I can get like any other like thing to make it less creepy in that sense. Oh yeah. So I had a little thought because like I'm still noticing, you know, people like to hop on in here with the Minecraft stuff when I do that, and I don't know if it's because of the case like I'm more likely to talk during these sort of things, or it's just the game itself. Because I'm kind of curious about that, because I of course wanted to, you know, be able to, you know, do what I want for content and whatnot. But there was also, if you guys don't know, like I was on a 2-week break at one point, and I was having to go through some brainstorming basically for stuff to do with my YouTube channel and such. And of course I want to be able to have to repurpose what I do for the streams, and then I'm going to put it over there. Now at some point I'm going to have a third channel up for my clips that I'm going to be doing, because right now I'm having to learn new editing software with DaVinci Resolve here, but instead of having to like wait God knows how long for me to like learn it proper, because like on a long video or some sort, I just rather make use of it by learning bit by bit as I'm uploading a clip onto a different channel or something. Right. And I wanted to try having to take a look at like some stuff for stuff that I want to do like on stream that can be done later. Would be I want to try to go for some sort of theme here where I'm trying to go for the weird and wonderful things going on in video games. And I haven't really, I mean, the best thing I could think of right now is like, you know, games that are, you know, that look objectively weird, you know, like in terms of its appearance and whatnot. You know, maybe it could be something like, I don't know, the Katamari series, you know, because like that game oozes with like such like blocky Japan colorful, like saturated colorful type of game, and like the mechanics is that you simply roll up a ball grabbing objects, living things and whatnot, you know, and just like the weird fascination of that or something. Or perhaps I was gonna say another example, but I want to keep that a surprise. But you get the idea. Like maybe something a little bit more relevant to something I have done before, which is probably like playing like Doom mods. I take a look at like some Doom WODs that are definitely quite quirky in the way that it does it. And I do like some sort of highlight reel, having to like, you know, really show off the the stupidness that I ever see in some of those things. Well, that's what I was thinking of for content. Well, it's that, and this is mainly a concern for like the main channel, because I was thinking of, you know, giving something a little bit more thematic with like taking a look at the weird and wonderful stuff of game, as well as do videos that help show the complex things in games and make it look more simple. You know, that's kind of the thing that I was doing with when I was doing that Factorio series that I was doing. Because like I can, you know, it's like one of those games where I can see the potential of it being very fun, but it feels very hard to get into initially. You know, I can also probably see that for games like Path of Exile. Like that one's definitely a big contender for that. And there's also Dwarf Fortress. Like I still have yet to really get into that, but I can understand the fascination of it. So it's, and I guess it's just like in a case of like I feel compelled having to like do like a little like show and tell about those sort of things. Saying like, hey, look guys, it's not so bad. You know, that sort of thing. All right, here we go. All right, I think, see, can we get away with like, well, here's the one, because we need to use this for storage units. Ooh. I see that. So that makes like a 4 cube thing to start off with. Get some more electrical circuits, or sorry, electrical steel. Anyway, that was kind of a little bit of like a weird tangent to bring up, but the point is that like I would prefer that if I was to, when I want to go about doing more content, is just more of the stuff that I want. But I think at this point in time, I have to strike a balance where it's like I also need to go about doing stuff that people also want, which I do think it can work. Don't get me wrong. Like there was something, there was like this one piece of advice that I heard about when it comes to doing a balance, and that is, it was from an interview with, I think it was John Mayer, I think, and he was it was told about. Wait, what in the world? Wait, what the heck is doing that for? No, gotta do it the other way apparently. Anyway, so so he was asked a question about like how he goes about doing his music, and he always says like, is it like more for the fans or for yourself? And he's basically like, one for me, one for them, sort of thing. So really, the whole takeaway is that there needs to be definitely a balance. So definitely the stuff that like the vast most fans would like, but then also having to introduce like a new element that like they haven't seen to get more of an idea of who you are, and it would help further refine you know, your brand, so that, you know, it's, so it gives people much more better understanding. And I think that that'll work. Hey, good. It worked. As it all changed the appearance. Now I just need to wait for this device to go online. Oh. Oh, it's doing an animation. It says it's online. Alright, so the crafting for this stuff is probably going to end up being a bit slow at first, but we can work our way up. So obviously, if we want to go about having to make stuff like this, we need to go ahead and do this one by one here. So how are we doing with blank states, or here, blank patterns here? All right. Prevent substitutions of input components. See, there's this. So we encode one of these. Now I should, yep, I have access to this. So I just hop this in here. And now if I wanted to create the interface, there's the craft option. But of course, well, not, yeah, well, yeah, here it is, yeah. We have all the available stuff in order to make those, so it can do that. But I still want to be able to create the prerequisites for it. So this is going to be the slippery slope for all this. When to think of it, I need to, yeah, go about having to expand more of this. So I think the whole idea is kind of like a bit of a checkered board with this. I think that works. What the fuck? Oh shit, lightning. Sleep. That was the second time that happened throughout this whole playthrough of lightning like striking my base. Oh god. Even in Minecraft, guys, even in Minecraft, it does that. Or sorry, like past few days is very weather centric in my day-to-day annoyances, and now I just have to deal with in here too. It's like no wonder people like try to sleep immediately to get out of the rain, you know. All that nonsense. All right, so we're still continuing. Oh, okay. So you know what we need to do next? We need to be able to create the recipe for blank patterns themselves here. Ooh, look at that. Huh. Interesting. The rain is cool though. I don't. Well, there's a time and place for rain. I think because I think like most of the time, like if you're like indoors, obviously, well, I don't know. There's a time and place for it. And right now it's like, well, I literally don't have a roof, so it's like, and it's intentional that I don't have a roof. Oh. Because honestly, like, I mean, like, you could do this if you wanted to, if you're very, you know, creative with designs. But like with me, I need to like make my whole base look practical. Well, not look, but or like be, it's designed to be practical. Like, because everything is like all in like in a grid shape that stretches out like in the size of a chunk. This is a keep things organized, because like in a lot of the stuff that I play, like if you do things spaghetti, like I go stir crazy. You know? All right, anyways. So what do I want to make next? So I need to go about the recipes that are before that. So I see this. And it's going to go through a lot of blank patterns to get to this point. Because right now, so let's see, in terms of making the stuff. Oh, well, hold on. See, like now we're getting to the point where we need to start having to get the ME interfaces to interact with machines now to do certain things. And we have a lot of choices. But if I'm having to try to like get to the point where I'm throwing in a bunch of blank patterns into the mix. Well, and also ME interfaces, it's like, yeah, we need to start having to like integrate that with the inscribers. I mean, and definitely the big contender right now to like go through this whole process is the machine frames and whatnot. Let's see, steel plate and steel rods, they're automatically made as well as that. I feel like I need brain food. Because this is all a lot of planning and thinking and what to prioritize on. I'm certainly seeing like processors being part of the mix, so we definitely see about having to integrate this with all this here now. So one thing I can do, probably. So if I was to like, you know, throw this here. Let's see, because now I need to see about, yeah, getting a, let's see, what does the line look like for this? Because really, some of these here conduits, there's like no need for them now. Because we want to, like, you know, like fully integrate all of that into it now. Power's like the only different thing to all this now. Hey there, Deadbone. Or should I call you Deadbeat? Sorry, VTuber thing. But yeah, welcome. Looks like we were about to like rip and tear through the frickin' everything to integrate the AE2 system proper, but so confusing like to where to start. Because I feel so like I don't want to do any more of the manual stuff, but it feels like I have to. Oh man. I just need to like grit my teeth and then just having to like endure it just a little bit longer. Let me just try to get an idea of like where things are hooked up at right now. All right, so there's definitely one thing that well, thing is, like, I made the mistake of having to use like glass cable for a bunch of this instead of because I wanted to go about having to create some of the channels for some of these things. Well, there's already the dense cables here, but there's like, it goes out like this here. I forgot that was a cow. Oh, you know, looking at the device, that reminds me. I think the demon ingots are done. Yep, they are. Yeah, now we can, yeah, take them out of here. Oh, apparently I got a little more odds and ends from that thing there again. I bet it was probably going through like a mine shaft or something. Out in the deep dark. Alright, so since that's the case, let me turn the thing back on so it'll start making demon ingots. Okay, I just need to, I guess, connect them? That should eventually do it. Oh, there it goes. It took him a while. Yeah, because I think it needed to, yeah, detect, like, yeah, for this thing here. Otherwise, it would not be able to create the other, like, ingots that are, you know, before that. Let's see, what the heck is this little path here that I've done? It's a lot of extensive, like, you know, like ripping through everything, having to get things to work and stuff going on here. But I guess if we need to start somewhere, see, can I see from that side here? All right, so it's just one, and it goes up to this right here. I'm definitely going to have to think about like a much better looking system somehow. Because oh, whoa. I see. So it's digging into that. Whoa, whoa. It really likes to, you know, get itself confused having to do that so much. Okay, let me probably do this instead. Why don't you move every liquid into AE2 storage? I'm sure it'll want me to do that at some point. But I think so far at this stage, we can get by with just having to use, like, import, export buses, storage buses hooked up to something else. Especially if the external size for something like this is probably like something easier or like cheaper to make at this time, because like there's, let's see, let me take a look at fluid storage, because like these are like the units. Because let's see, because yeah, some of them, you know it's cheap. 1K, which I would assume would equate to a certain amount of buckets of fluid. Thing is, like, I don't know like what the conversion rate is for like units of fluid to this. I don't know if it's like 1K equates to like 1 bucket. However, in the case for like, say, like items, I think, so like in comparison to like items, let's see here. I wish I kind of had like a better example here. Let's see. Let's see if there's like an item I can take out of that'll be a difference. Let's see, double battery. See, I have no idea like which one is it referring to. Maybe it's the first drive. All right, so here's the first drive. It is 2452. Now if I take that out, so I guess it was like 32 bits. So yeah, like I'm not sure like what the calculation is for the amount of bytes that it uses. So I guess assuming that it's 32 for every item. Well, actually, I wonder now if like wonder if I was to try like let me take the servo off. Okay, this is also this one here. So if I placed one in there, it'll go up to yeah, up to 51 because it was like 2419. Now it's 2451. Oh shit. You're right. But the list is so long. But yeah. But yeah, I was just curious to see like how the byte usage is done. So I guess from like 19 to this one. I really don't like know like what the logic is to this here. So let me see here. So it's now at this here. Using a calculator right now, by the way. Okay, so I think for every new type of item, it uses 32 bits, and for every additional item that has the same thing, is like 1 byte, I think. Maybe. So if I throw in 1. Oh, no, it's actually, I wonder if it's like every 8 items it goes up by 1 byte. Yeah, because here's 8. But no, actually, yeah, yeah, if I was put in once, so putting in 1, that's 32. And when we have a stack of 8, there's an additional byte. Interesting. So yeah, back to the question about liquid storage. I don't know how they go about calculating it, since I'm just looking at how they're doing it for items. All right, anyway. Yeah, let's go about getting ourselves more of these. More of these. Hold on, I have more of these, don't I? Go in the whole dang yard with this. Oh, right, I forgot. It's a mechanism thing. I need to change the input to something else. Mechanism doesn't like to get along. Yeah, we need a lot of the crushed nether quartz for this. There you go. Well, since we only have like about like 30 minutes left, I'll definitely have to take a good time having to get sources of inspiration with like how I want to go about designing the A2 thing now, because you know, I got to set up a system where like they're designed to like, you know, crush up items into this or melt or smelt something into that and that sort of stuff, because like this whole system that I have for like conduits is pretty much going to be gone almost. Now, I guess in terms of like item storage, I guess I think that's still going to stay, but in terms of like processing, I think that's different. I definitely need to think of like a good modular system I need to mess about with afterwards. Gosh, this is like the little like this is quite the conundrum that I'm talking about right now, is that like I'm getting like so much into this right now, but the fact is that like when I have like other obligations to deal with, then it's like fuck. It's when like I feel the need that I want to be able to like, you know, post stuff on YouTube again, but then there's like this keeping my attention. It's like decisions, man. Discipline's a bitch. Oh man. There we go. Now we have a crap ton more cables. Because now I can just go about easily having to route this around here. And I say this is only going to be like temporary, I think. So I definitely want like all these cables to be traveling through the grooves here of the this. Yeah, so here's this. This, yep. It's now online. Alright, so this is now going to be interesting here. And this is all going to be done as per request. Yeah, I need to be like throwing in patterns here. Oh yeah, there's a stick of cards here. Is there, what's the one card that like probably like opens up more of the, I think it's capacity. Yeah, I think it's the capacity card that I need in order to like be able to hold more patterns into this, but I don't think it's needed for the time being. I would definitely have to see about having to reconstruct, but maybe not everything. So it extracts on red, huh? It is saying redstone here. All right, so it's always going to be pulling redstone out of the system now for doing this. And I think the same can be, well, here, we need to do, hold on, do I have a limit on the silicone here? Oh God, I need to turn that thing on again. I don't think I have like the silicone stuff in here. Well, actually, hold on. Did I want to try to like, you know, just automate it? Just or it's always constantly making it, or do I want to just keep with the whole crafting stuff here? Because I see if I wanted to go about creating it regularly. So I would have to like drop a, let's see, a blank. Yeah, let's get ourselves another one of these here. Should be able to. Blank pattern done. Oh. Was that always there? Huh. Why don't you organize the storage drawers that all ingots are together and all dust are together, etc.? There's no need to organize it because they're all hooked up to this. Because so for the ME2 system, the ME2 system is connected to this via a storage bus right here. And I got this like little like network of like frame trims and such that are connected to all the drawers. so that I can just go right here and they're all kept right here. But actually, I think I know what you're getting at, is that like right now I was having to check like if I already have like printed silicon in the storage system, or if it was sitting here in the storage cells. Yeah, that was something I was to check. I think unfortunately, I know. It just feels like it's a little bit extra work having to do that, honestly. I mean, if I'm having a really bored day, I would probably do that, but well, we'll see. I mean, I did have like one thing done at least, is that all the unprocessed ores and other stuff, they're all kept on this side here. And stuff that's like already been like, they're like other crafted stuff or like basic materials I have right here. All right, yeah, so we have the blank pattern here. So for this case, we're going to be doing a little bit of manual stuff here, where we're putting a silicon in here and then a printed one right here. Yes. Here. So I had to do a little bit of that, so it forced it in there. So this one is basically custom. In order for that to work, it'll tell it to, it should, when I have it right here, it'll tell it, wait, does this need to be right here or in the other spot? Here, let's see if I can try to get that to work. All right, let's see if I can try to catch it in action here. No, looks like I messed it up. Well, I guess that explains the, wait, hold on, what was the processing pattern, crafting pattern? Wasn't there like some sort of like button that brings me on over to the, no, that's not it, or full slots, no. Is the crafting still like attempting to do its thing or no? I don't think it recognizes it. So let me just, yeah, drop it in there perhaps. There, perhaps now it's not going to think it's stuck. See, I could have sworn that there was... So that's crafting terminal. Extended processing. No, that's not it. ME interface, I already have that. Interface configuration terminal. What the fuck? Essentia, our King crafting terminal. I could have sworn that there was like an option to when something is like currently crafting, there was some sort of option to like check the thing in progress or having to cancel it if something broke. Hammer in the inventory panel to see the settings. Hammer. Ah, there you go. Thank you. Oh, yep. There's the thing. Canceled. So yeah, I guess the blank pattern was not supposed to. Oh, you know what? I think the issue is that the ME interface needs to be adjacent to the inscriber in order for that to work. Maybe. I'm not sure. But the weird thing about inscribers is that like they have like multiple like sites that work in a very specific way. Jeez. Such confusing crap. Because the only way that I can probably get that to work if I was to do this, but as soon whoa. But as soon as I do that, it's gonna like continuously add silicon to this, create an unlimited amount of this stuff, and it'll continue to like not only go into the storage drawers if I had it set there, but it'll also go straight back to the ME system, which I don't want. I want to do it upon crafting, or per request.
Hello there.
Hey, what's up, Defoofer? Ah, are you ready to be brain dead as much as I am? I really am right now because I'm trying to figure out how to set this up for this, and how did I get that to work? Trying to debrain the kitty. Did you just call me a kitty? I mean, it's technically true, but you phrase it as kitty, implying I'm cute. If anything, if there's anybody that's cute around here, it's Kairos. So give him hat pats. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. Oh, I don't know if he knows what you're talking about.
Mr. Hyena. Automating the AE2 inscriber requires precise crafting and connection to ME network. Utilize ME conduits or export buses with patterns for efficiency. Remember, automation is the key to technological mastery.
You actually know the terminology for it? The fuck? You know, because he said things like, wait, he said conduits. That's a different mod. Never mind. But he did say ME system. Instructions unclear. Snort some redstone. You know, it would be interesting if I can figure out a way to, because the thing is like, Kairos is hooked up to the Chat GPT API, and if I was somehow to inherently give it like instructions or like a baseline like knowledge of like everything Minecraft mods and such, you know, I pull information straight from like the wiki page and whatnot, and then try to make, you know, like concise answers to all this and whatnot. But then again, there's a lot of like thought to this. All right, let's see here. Let's look it up. Let's see, A2 processing patterns. All right, let's see, processing patterns. Oh, why did you delete that? Ugh, wait, hold on. Yep. So yeah, it's the case that the ME interface needs to be adjacent to the inscriber. So in this case of for silicon, it has to be directly on the side. All right, so let me try doing something else here. I need to be debrained. Oh no, I forgore. And we're gonna set this like one cable up. Then place it like this. Then the inscriber is gonna be like that. And where's the pattern? Right here. And so the press is already going to be in here. And it technically needs to... Alright, here, let's try... So we're going to change this up so that the out... Wait. So it outputs at the... on the side? Right? Yeah, out on the side. Yeah, just to make things consistent, we'll have this, you know, be on the yellow. And this one's supposed to be insert. And now in here on top is still going to be the things that go out to the appropriate spots. But almost, I think. Oh, wait, that's the backside of that, damn it. Needs to be on the backside of this. Here. Wait, there's something saying that I can use both insert and extract and on the same thing, right? So here we go. Could you add a redeem to head pet my models or redeem to take the glasses off the model, and my stream will be blurred for us until the I'll get the that's actually funny. Well, to answer your question about am I able to take the glasses off, I don't think so, because I think the meshes are rooted with other meshes. I mean, if it was actually separate, I can, but I don't think it is. But as for the idea of being able to like, you know, have the idea of like, you know, doing a redeem that blurs the screen or something, I mean, well, I'll definitely have to look into the whole head pet thing for myself. Yeah, because I don't see why not. But I just got a lot of things on my plate, man. It's all I'm thinking on my mind is that like I feel like I need to like post stuff for YouTube, and I've been I have not posted in like, God, almost a year. It's like, it was back in August when I last posted something. It's like, hey, when you haven't posted in a while, I think, I don't know if you guys relate, but it's like, I feel guilty that like I'm leaving people in the dark when I haven't thought of anything. You know? That's why I haven't not really think of a whole lot to like refine and expand on stuff for streaming, just because like, if I'm not actively, you know, getting an audience from the YouTube over to here, then it's like, there's like not much need time to trying to expand stuff yet if you know, if everything's all dry right now. But that's what I'm currently thinking right now. Here, let's get the acceleration cards here, where I left them. Since I know this is like a base item that needs to be made very quickly. Write down what you do on a checkmark and listen and do them. Oh, it's just... I think in general, like, my focus is very difficult right now. I feel convinced that I have ADHD right now. So when I go about having to, you know, sit down, buckle my fuckle, and having to, you know, do the work, it's like I end up getting distracted. And if by some miracle I end up doing it, like I end up like doing things in such a disorganized way, you know, it's like I always feel compelled that I need to like search up something to like follow a system and go with it, but something in the back of my head saying like this feels incomplete or it doesn't feel right. So it's like, and I don't know. That's why I came back after the 2-week thing, because I was like going under like a analysis paralysis type of thing. So it's like I'm not going anywhere if I'm not streaming anything. So it's like I need to at least do something. Why don't you try and get a diagnosis if you have it? It's a money sink. Because I've already synced in a lot of money like this year already with like going to the doctor a whole bunch, because like especially when I have that pinched nerve in my neck that I still have, and like if I actually do need to have surgery for it, I want to have money reserved for that over a diagnosis for something mental, you know. Now this isn't something that's life-threatening for like for trying to focus, right? Now, like, if it's for the case of like absolutely like freaking depression where like I don't want to get out of bed at all for anything like that, then yes, I want to have that looked. Is it expensive to get a diagnosis where you are? I have no idea. I haven't looked, but there's just a lot on the plate. All right, anyway. See, I wonder if I can try to see. Oh, well, hold on a second. If I was to, yeah, I need to have like more ME interface stuff for some things. Well, actually, no, because like, just want me to take care of myself. I appreciate the reminder. You know, it's nice that nowadays that like we're more conscious than ever about being on the lookout for like, you know, like for our mental health. I mean, especially now that there's like a dedicated hotline for stuff like that, right? All right. Oops. That's not what I want you to do. right, I need to set up a thing where I'm telling it to... Because I want to tell it... So let's see, the only basis of things that I want that needs to always go in here are the... Is that where redstone needs to go? Is it like right in the middle? I think so. I do think I need to have like more interfaces for this. I mean, just certainly just to help keep things more simple here. Yeah, so it's extracting on a green here. So what's this one? Oh, it's redstone. So yeah, make this on the red channel just to keep it in theme. Now, what did I do with the printed silicon? How did I color that one? It was on purple, it seems. So what was this? Okay, now we need to actually change it to this. So let's see. Now anything that has that should go in there automatically. Now, if I was to do something like, you know, put printed on here. Well, for the time being, let me just do printed methodology circuit. Here, put one here. No wait, that one's... Actually, no, that won't work. Oops. Yeah, because I noticed that, yeah, because I had the extract with this, but I already put like a filter on it for this one here. Yeah, this is probably going to be another case where I'm going to have to go to my previous world and having to like review like what did I do exactly to like integrate this into all of this. I probably still did the whole like conduit method with this, honestly. And just having to like pre-make a bunch of things. Rather than do it like per request. Since at this stage I wanted to try to be very selective with what the interfaces are hooked up to right now. I know, just little steps to like try to minimize the amount of like manual work that I have to do. Oh goodness. And I guess, yeah, for now, we'll go ahead and end it off here. Yeah, this has been a big strain on the brain and whatnot. But hey, hang on, still stretching. Oof. Blah, blah, blah.